Welcome back. Before the break, we saw how well the Kauhola V3 from Tiger Canoe performs under paddle power. But now, Jimmy and the boys up the ante by adding a sail. Check it out.
This V3 really works great for being able to go out and get two other guys and do traditional six-man style paddling. But what we've found is we've been able to push the limits, and we put a sail on this thing and it's unfathomable. We've been slowly working with the equipment and adding bigger sails, and people are telling us you can't do this, you can't do that, and we're just like, well, we're gonna go until it breaks. And we've flipped the canoe upside down, we've stuffed it underwater, we've done all kinds of things, but nothing's broken yet, so we just keep getting bigger sails, taller masts, and so far we've clocked it above 26 miles an hour.
You know, it's so intense because we're going so fast that every little movement in the boat makes a big difference, and it's been a lot of fun. I mean, Jimmy's really got us fired up. It's amazing how maneuverable it is and how intense it is. I swear the thing's like a Ferrari in the ocean.
That Makapu run can be quite dangerous sometimes. I mean, whether it's breaking, going out the bay right outside of Makapu, or you come around and Alan Davis is capping at 8 feet, or you get to Hanama Bay and the backwash is crazy. You can run into all kinds of different scenarios. But if you run everything right and you get the right crew, man, the fun to be had is, I mean, you won't know unless you get out there and try it or get invited by somebody to go. This is a whole new sport that we're starting with these three-mans, and hopefully we're gonna get our own division going and get our own little races going, and we'll see where this takes us.
I can see V3s having paddling races. I can see a V3 sailing canoe series. I see guys, once they try this canoe and how light it is, I mean, 2 kids can pick the thing up. It's so light. I put the whole thing on top of my truck. It's easy.
The canoe behaves very similar when you're paddling it versus when you're sailing it. The only difference being when you're at those high speeds of 20, 25 miles an hour, it can get a little bit interesting holding onto the steering blade. You're not the only person steering the canoe. Whoever's running the sheet can oversteer you. And if you're not working well together, you can run into some problems. We've had that happen a couple of times where I'm just locked in, holding on as tight as I can, and we're going as fast as we can, and we don't know any better, so Alan's sheeting it in more, and I'm losing even more control, and we're still going faster, but I have no control of the canoe. But we're slowly learning as we get out there, and I'm sure all the sailing people are laughing at us right now, but we're having more fun than anybody, and that's really what this is all about, is just getting out in the ocean, pushing your limits.
And you know, this canoe, getting in this thing, what really excited me is how quick it goes. It's so light, when the wind hits it, it just accelerates. And I just really love how useful it is, because you can use it any day, you can transport it someplace else. It's so easy to rig and unrig. So having a 6-man is great, but you don't get to use it that often. And when it was really windy recently, we got to use the canoe every day. You know, we're doing Colina runs, come back up, hey great, let's go Waimanalo to Waikiki the next day. And we had a blast doing it.